This is day number 27 of the 100 Day Project. And uh, today has been a double-edged sword. And I did something this morning that I've always wanted to do. I have always wanted to do a 5 a.m., like wake up at 5 a.m. And do writing. Some of like some of the great authors wake up really early in the morning and write, and I've never done that. And it was, it's a new season. It's spring equinox was yesterday, so I was like, I'm going to wake up this morning at 5 a.m. and do like a 2-hour writing session. And I did, and I have a lot of feels about it. I don't think I was fully awake, but I also feel like maybe that's the medicine of it because I wasn't fully awake. Things might have come through that otherwise maybe my editor mind or other mind would have kind of crunched down on. But it was a really interesting experiment and something that I am probably going to do again, although maybe not at 5 a.m. Maybe I'll try 6 a.m. There's something really beautiful about writing as the sun rises. And I have been feeling into this whole idea of perhaps maybe trying for a week of aligning my day and my work day and my ritual around the ebb and flow of the sun, right? The rising, the high noon, the setting of the sun, and just seeing how that feels and really kind of trying to mirror my artistic creative life with the natural cycles. I do that anyway, seasonally, lunarly, but I've had a really hard time and a struggle with finding the right day ritual and rhythm for myself. I go in and out, but I feel like maybe mirroring it to the sun might be what sticks because everything else is stuck, right? The whole living by, the new year being the seasonal new year, the Mexican new year. I also love beginning at the witch's new year, which is in October. So aligning myself in these ways have just felt really, really potent and powerful. And I had that experience this morning and I was like, you know what? I could stay up. I was done like at about 7. I was like, or I could just, go to sleep, take a little nap and wake back up again. So I did that. And then it's like, I had 2 different mornings. I had the writing morning that I woke up and I wrote and I was really in this creative space. And then I was awoken by June having another seizure. And so that jarred me awake at 8:30. I mean, a little bit before 8:30, it was like 8:19 because I had planned on waking up at 8:30 after taking like an hour nap. But she had another seizure this morning. And of course, anytime that happens, my whole day just kind of um, slows down. I get really tender. I get really quiet. And what I am becoming aware of is the reason why I feel that way and I get that way is that, her condition and caretaking for her having a seizure um, reminds me of the frailty of life, right? It reminds me of how frail our life is and how really tender our life is. And so I was really in my feels after, the writing session. I was like, this was like a tale of 2 mornings and how radically different they were. And yet so much the same, right? Because writing for me is always about tapping into that like human condition, that human emotionality, that human response to life and things that don't always go our way and then some things that do go our way. And so it felt like even though they felt like really 2 different as far as emotionally experiences, they were in alignment in the way that it was about the human experience. And then one of my readings from Mark Nepo's The Book of Awakening, the reading for today asked a really beautiful question. And I've spent pretty much my whole day thinking about it and writing about it. So I wanted to share the question with you and as an invitation for you to also walk with this question today, tomorrow, whenever feels good. But the question is what is it about being human that you're most grateful for? What is it about being human that you are most grateful for? And some of the things that I wrote down this morning were stories, ideas about life, growth, time spent with myself, with my things, uh, changing patterns, introducing new things in my life, experiences. Um, I get to all the experiences I get to experience and understand. And I also put staring and watching my dog sleep. And I just came back from taking her on a walk. I normally typically whenever she has one of those episodes, I like to get her out and get her out in fresh air. So she rolled with me this morning to get tacos because I was like, bitch is gonna get a taco because it's been a morning. And then we just went for a walk where she just had a really, really great time. And the whole time I was walking, I was holding that question in my heart. What am I most grateful for being a human? And it was just like the whole world around me just blew up in Technicolor. And I'm just so grateful to be here, to be alive, to still be cancer free. Even though, June had another seizure, I'm so grateful that I know this dog and that she's come into our life. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was going to get. But I'm so grateful for her, and I'm grateful for all the lessons and medicine that she's been teaching me um, as her caretaker. And it was just a really, again, dual morning and a very potent question that came at the exact right time that I needed it. And so the invitation here is really just to walk with that question. And what is it? What are the things that you're most grateful for as a human, like that we get to experience as a human? Yeah, it's a shit show. It's a shit show, but there are still so many beautiful things. And today was a really great day to be reminded of that. So I wanted to pass that along to y'all. I love you so, so much. I actually didn't know I was like, today's going to be the day that I'm going to use David from Schitt's Creek. I'm going to take a selfish and I'm not going to go live today. But after I went for the walk and I felt like the inspiration of seeing birds fly, hearing birds sing, the squirrels going. I saw a random cat. Like, I knew that I wanted to show up. I wanted to show up for you. I wanted to show up for me. I wanted to show up just to the universe and just say thank you. I'm so grateful for being. Oh, but look at the flower. Yes, exactly. Look at the flower. Look at the moss. Look at the bird. Look at the trees. Look at all the things blooming. And despite all the rain and the chaos, I am blooming too. So I hope you're blooming as well. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you tomorrow in Lakesh. Bye.